Developing reading and writing skills is not easy. There are some who can read but are not able to express themselves in writing well. You have a lot of ideas in mind, but sometimes you may find it hard to organize these ideas coherently. However, the good thing is that there are many ways on how you can write effectively. Good day, dear grade 11 learners of Pulilio National High School. I am Ma'am Dana Marlui Mangahas. Welcome to Reading and Writing Skills class. Today, we will discuss the patterns of development in writing right after this. We are now officially in the third quarter. I hope that you will find our new subject for this semester interesting, for it will discuss your own skills in reading and writing. This video is here to help me master the first most essential learning competency of the subject, which is to compare and contrast patterns of written text across disciplines. After going through the module, you are expected to: number 1, familiarize yourself with the different writing patterns in paragraph development. Number 2, identify the transitional words and phrases used in the different writing patterns. Number 3, distinguish the uses and the differences of each writing pattern. And number 4, write a short paragraph using certain writing pattern. Before we dig deeper, let us try to answer our first activity. The directions is match the patterns of development in column A with the phrases or signal words commonly associated with them in column B. Number 1, cause and effect. Number 2, description. Number 3, definition. Number 4, sequence. Number 5, comparison and contrast. The choices are letter A, in the same way, unlike. Letter B, refers to, it means that. Letter C, meanwhile, before. Letter D, adjacent to, in front of. Letter E, for the reason that, due to the fact. These are the answers. Number 1, letter E. Number 2, letter C. Number 3, letter D. Number 4, letter B. And number 5, letter A. A paragraph involves deep understanding of how one can achieve well-focused and unified ideas in a composition. For example, when students are asked to come up with the summary of a story, they tend to chop parts of story and put it in their summary. If that is so, it leads to create unrelated details that do not contribute in the oneness and clarity of one's summary. It is important to use strategies in developing ideas using particular patterns. They are the following: 1, narration. Number 2, description. Number 3, definition. Number 4, exemplification, classification. Number 5, comparison and contrast. Number 6, cause and effect. Number 7, problem solution essay, and number 8, persuasion. Let us watch a video clip about patterns of developing paragraphs.
Why is writing important? Writing skills is an essential tool for communication. Writing also helps us in clearly expressing our thoughts and insights. Do you find it difficult to organize and write your thoughts? Do you want to improve how to present your ideas? Well, worry not. Patterns of development will surely aid you in bettering your writing skills. First, what are patterns of development? Patterns of development, also called patterns of organization, are used in effectively organizing one's thoughts and ideas into writing. Examples of patterns of development are the following: cause-effect organization, compare and contrast organization, problem-solution order, sequence, and main idea and details. Cause-effect organization is used when showing causal relationships. It can be between events, ideas, and trends. It can have several forms such as one cause with one effect, one cause with multiple effects, multiple causes with a single effect, and a chain of causal effects. Compare and contrast organization is used when showing how two or more subjects are similar and different. It can be developed by point-by-point organization or subject-by-subject organization. Problem-solution order is used when analyzing a problem and proposing a solution or solutions. It is commonly used in persuasive writing, such as editorials or proposals. Sequence is used when showing order. It could be chronological order, spatial order, or order of importance. Main idea and details, which can also be called as illustration, is used when showing a central idea being supported by details. These details could be words, phrases, or sentences that support the main idea. Organizing your thoughts and ideas does not need to be difficult and stressful. With the help of patterns of development, you can have an easier time in putting your thoughts and ideas into writing and become a better writer in the process. Were you able to grasp the different patterns of development in writing? Practice writing more often so that you will be able to enhance your writing skills.
Now, let us discuss the patterns one by one. It is important to use strategies in developing ideas using a particular pattern. One of these is through narration. A narrative text contains the plot, which gives directions in making a story. In developing narration, sequential presentation of events plays an important role. Thus, the chronological ordering of events helps to show the reader how the story moves. Most of the common transitional words are first, next, then, after, and suddenly. Next is the use of description. According to Dayagbil and et al. 2016, the use of description plays an important role to elucidate the nature of people, places, and things. A series of detailed observation about the subject can help you create a good descriptive paragraph. This involves the use of adjectives and adverbs in the paragraph. Sensory language are the kind of words we use to describe how your subject looks, sounds, feels, smells, or even tastes like. There are two types of description. First is Objective description, where the writer presents impartial and actual picture of the subject without biases and excluding personal impression of the subject, just like when you give your description of an experiment in class. Second is subjective description, where the writer gives personal impression of what is observed. There is often used in making fiction stories. The third pattern is through definition. Definitions provide concise but exact meanings of unfamiliar words and explain special meanings for familiar words. They are often used to explain technical words and concepts. It can be done in either of the two distinct methods. First, informal definition, as either denotation or connotation. Denotation is the dictionary meaning of the word, while connotation is the secondary meaning of a word and not necessarily included in the dictionary. Second is the formal definition. It consists of three principal parts: the species or the word, the genus or the class, and the differentia. For example, skimming is a reading technique of allowing the eyes to travel over a page very quickly, stopping only here and there to gain an idea. Fourth is exemplification and classification. Exemplification or illustration is the most common and effective pattern to explain an idea or point in developing this kind of paragraph the writer develops. A general statement, the topic sentence with one or more examples to support it. Here are some transitional expressions in writing effective exemplification paragraphs. On the other hand, classification is used when the writer needs to sort out or arrange subjects to groups or categories based on their common and shared characteristics. Here are some transitional expressions in writing effective classification paragraphs. The fifth pattern is comparison and contrast. Comparison in writing discusses elements that are similar, while contrast in writing discusses elements or ideas that are different. A compare and contrast essay then analyzes two subjects, comparing them, contrasting them, or both. Cause and effect. Cause and effect is a text development pattern which explains why something happens. It also states what results a particular event produces. It usually gives a statement emphasizing the cause and another emphasizing the effect. Problem solution essay. It presents a problem, usually discussing several aspects of the problem, then concludes by discussing solutions to the problem. The last pattern is persuasion. Persuasive text can be in the form of an argument, discussion, exposition, review, or even an advertisement. Alright, now that you know all the principles of patterns of development in writing, I want you to answer the activities on your learning activity sheets. Do not forget as well to answer your summative tests and your performance tasks. For your performance tasks, list down the top 3 problems of senior high school students during this time of pandemic. Then, propose possible solutions to each of your identified problem. Be guided as well by the rubric flashed on the screen. Write your essay at the back of your summative test paper. I hope that this lesson exposes you on how to develop your own writing ability through the use of the patterns of developing paragraphs. Once again, this is Ma'am Dana. Stay connected to PNHS TV Eskwela sa Isla. Thank you and happy learning!